So what is up, guys? How is everyone doing? So I'm so chuffed about this video, honestly. So over the weekend I was listening to James O'Brien, and well, apparently the NHS is 75 years old this month, and well, it's tomorrow on the 5th of July. The NHS is 75 years old, and I think as part of making a new reformation to the NHS, as per how the NHS has lost many people. As we speak right now, there are 112,000 spaces in the NHS, and all of this, about 7.4 million people are on the waiting list to be seen, which is, I don't know, but it's quite it's quite heartbreaking anyway. We all know. And because of this shortage, the NHS decided to recruit staff from overseas, so internationally, and we all know what has happened. Inflation has gone up, there is debt and everything. So as part of a way to bring that debt down and also cut inflation to half, he said he's going to train people and maintain these people. So train and also retain the people. So recruit and retain. That's what his plan is, and also reform. So using this plan is, well, I think from a student point of view, I think it's quite good, because first of all, let's think about what the NHS is missing, what the NHS has lost. So many people have left the UK for the neighboring countries such as Australia and whatnot, and NHS right now, there is much vacancies, much spaces left, and as I said earlier, about 7.4 million people still on the waiting list, and it's about just a few that are able to see their GPs. People are on the waiting list for surgery and all those things, and this can't happen. So if the Prime Minister says he's going to use the people in the UK, his own people, is going to train people from home, then I think it's a good idea. From my point of view, from a student point of view, some people might see it in a different way, but from my point of view, just hear me out. If you are here in the UK right now, this is your opportunity. This is your chance to build yourself up, to rebuild yourself, to get all the necessary entry requirement for schools and everything. Because mind you, let's look at the proposals. First of all, let's look at the proposals he's made. So he said it's going to increase medical school applications to 15,000 by the year 2031. He's also going to increase GP trainings as well for about 50%, so about 6,000, same in 2031. Also, he's going to make more new spaces, enough spaces for adult nurses students, so student who wants to go and do adult nursing. Also, he's going to do similar for midwifery students as well. And guess what? There's an associate is going to also increase. Right now, there is about 4,600 trainee nursing associates, and he's going to increase that by 2038. Although he's not mentioned how he's going to, the pay and all that, and how this is going to be funded. To me, I think it's a good opportunity for us in the country right now. I don't care whatever you came here to do, whether you came to study a master's degree. I don't care whether you came here with no qualification. I don't care whether you came here recently through the care worker pathway, if you still can go to school, if you still can upgrade yourself, this is the time, guys. This is the time. And this is not just for people who don't have no qualifications on. I'm not saying this for people who don't have qualifications only. I'm talking to nurses who are in the system already. He said he's going to make way for leadership roles. So this is the time. If there is any opportunity for you to upgrade yourself, if you are in the NHS, this is the time for you to do that. And also to my fellow students, if you are a student like me and you wish to upgrade, if you wish to study further when you finish your degree, this is the time for you to plan. This is the time for you to pack all your portfolios, guys. Pack all your portfolios. Make sure your transcript is beautifully made, and then be prepared to further, because there are going, he has said it, these are not my exact words, this is the words from the news, and right now I am reading from the news. I've read the news, I've done research, and I'm talking to you from, you can check them, if you can check them on ITV News, the news, the information is there. Guys, what I'm trying to say here is, if we are in the UK right now, this is the opportunity, this is the chance for us to build ourselves, the chance for us to grab this opportunity. I am not saying it's going to be done on the floor or it's going to be picked on the floor. You can just take it on a silver platter. You have to develop, you have to work for it. So this is the time, this is the space for you to work for it. And you know, on this platform, I am always about us helping ourselves and upgrading ourselves and developing in our careers. That's my main motive for this creating this platform. So please, I am so chuffed about this information. It is right now, this information is not out there yet, it's not officially concluded, but they are trying to cut the amount of agency staff NHS use as well. So this is the chance for us to try and get our way into the NHS and be retained. Just get our way into the NHS, because if you are working in the NHS is the bigger place for opportunities, as in developing in your career, everything, all the training that you need to soar high in your career, you can find them in NHS. So this is the time for us. Actually, I don't know, but I'm so happy. You can see, I don't know what, but I'm so happy about this. I know I am only a student. I'm talking from student point of view. People might say, because I don't know. Sorry, I'm so happy about this. I am so happy about this. Doesn't matter if you work as an agency nurse, this is still an opportunity for you to get yourself to the NHS, get yourself upgraded. I know my nurses, you know your stuff, you know your bits perfectly. So I'm not here to tell you what to do, but what I'm saying is, this is the time for us, because he is trying to cut the debt down. So the probability of him going to use international nurses is going to be low. Therefore, if he is saying he's going to train people, why don't we prepare ourselves for this? It's going to, and it's not far away, although it is a 15 years workforce plan. Is starting, most of the proposed dates, it says round about 2031, so it's about 8 years. So, and we don't know when it's going to start. It can start any moment, anytime. It can start anytime. So this is the time you can prepare yourself. If you don't have no qualification, you can start from a level 1, you can start from a level 2, you can start from a level 3, depending on what you have already. If you are a student like myself, this is where you need to make sure you get good grades in your degree so that you can apply further if you wish to learn or upgrade yourself, because these are the opportunities. I wouldn't want to stay here and let this opportunity slide, and someone else will come from somewhere and take it. If you've got the capacity to study, if you've got the room to improve, this is chance for us to build ourselves up, guys. So guys, share your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think? Do you think this proposal is actually the best thing to do? Do you think the government is going to be able to pay people enough to make sure the wage they give to people who work in the NHS, so for example, ranging from whoever works in the NHS, is he going to be able to pay them to do the job that he has said he wants people to do, to be able to retain these people? Is he actually going to be able to retain these people? Is he going to be able to make enough pay rise for people to retain the job? Don't get me wrong, I know caring is rewarding. Yeah, there is nothing sweet than you caring for somebody and knowing that the person has come out safe, healthy, and even if you see from how happy the person is, if you look at their faces and when they say thank you to you, how rewarding it is, there is nothing that beats that moment. But we are human beings. Yeah, we are human beings. We will have to eat. We will have to pay our bills. We will have to have a roof over our heads. Because if you look at the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it says these basic needs comes first: food, shelter, warmth, and nowadays we will say fuel, because we drive. You drive to work. Not everybody drives to work. You can cycle to work, but we are human beings. All I'm saying is that we are human beings. We will need to take care of ourselves and our families to be able to care for the people we are dedicated to care for. So is this proposal the Prime Minister has come out? Is it worth it? Is it going to work? Is it going to be able to maintain the people is meant to maintain? Because it's not all about the money. It's also about caring for the population, because people are growing older. The population is aging, and it's a massive thing. So we should be able to care for these people if we are dedicated enough. But we also need to look after ourselves. So I don't know, share your thoughts below. Even though I'm happy about this, because it's all about career development, it's all about getting people into the workforce, maintaining the NHS, making sure the NHS is well and healthy to care for people. I'm also thinking about how this proposal is going to work, how these things that he's mentioned is going to actually work. So share your thoughts. I don't know, I'm talking from a student point of view. So share your thoughts and let's have a chat. Yeah, so that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely time. Bye.